Hello, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin. I left the door open. It is Wednesday, which means it is time for Wednesday Wipeout. I'm late today because the kiddos needed their back to school haircuts, and then it turned into a trip to the mall, which turned into dinner at the mall. So yay, but it was fun. We had a good time. And anyway, so I am joining Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and farming on her journey to cleanliness and making all of these washcloths. These washcloths are in the book, A Year of Dishcloths by Maggie Weldon. Laura will tell you the story of how she came to this adventure. We went through this book by season, starting with the winter, then we did the spring, summer, and now we are finishing with the fall. Laura picked, I believe, the third to last. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there are only 3 washcloths remaining. Laura already picked it. I watched it today. I'm not going to reveal what it was, but I am going to reveal I pulled one extra color out because I thought I needed one more color. I can put that color back. For this week, we were making the breast cancer ribbon washcloth. I've gone right past it. Where is it? There it is. And this was designed by Linda, I'm going to say Kaylee? I don't know. There is the washcloth. Of course, she used pink for breast cancer. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, famously in the fall. I did not do pink. I did one more personal to me. Laura had me in tears watching her video. So Laura did a plain washcloth, and then she made all sorts of different ribbons for various causes near to her and her family. I did the ribbon for, I've got a couple of different things, but the root cause, there is some debate in the scientific community, but in talking with my OBGYN and my endocrinologist when I got diagnosed, they both seem to agree that my PCOS is the root to most of what's happening. So I went with teal for PCOS awareness. I got 2 colors from Michael's online because I couldn't decide which one was more teal. So I just used them both. I thought the darker would look better as the ribbon. So there we go. This one is like aqua and this is like peacock. So there we go. I did it. I tried the best I could to sew it down, but it's done. So, PCOS, it's a chicken and the egg discussion. PCOS, they believe, causes insulin resistance, which can lead to type 2 diabetes, which I have. I was diagnosed with both of them at the exact same time. PCOS technically first, and there's something about the cysts. Polycystic ovary syndrome is PCOS. The cysts mess with your hormones. Hormones are integral to your insulin resistance, and it can mess up how your pancreas works, I guess. I don't know how this all works, but I do know when we made my PCOS happy, my diabetes was very, very well controlled, which is what put me in a position where we got to get the kiddos. That's one question we get because people assume the kiddos were through some sort of IVF. Brian and I were pretty adamant that if kiddos didn't come naturally, we would adopt at a certain age. The funniest thing is we had an age where we were going to stop trying, and I reached that birthday, and Brian and I had a tearful night where we said, okay, it's done, we're over. We didn't know little Bingo was already on board. So Like a week later, I was like, honey? But, and the other issue, which is, I guess, commonly associated with PCOS, is also, Laura has this as well, hidradenitis suppurativa, HS. Mine is not nearly as advanced as Laura's is, but it is, I think PCOS is a cruel disease. I don't even know if disease is the way to term it. Disorder, syndrome. I guess it's probably cystic ovary syndrome. But HS is one of the most cruel side effects, if you want to call it side effects, comorbidity. I don't know what you want to call it. But when my dermatologist, I went in to see him, and I was having issues with, you can look up HS. Laura is correct. It's not a disease that should be spoken of. I guess any of these shouldn't, but I think diabetes is more acceptable. I mean, you're talking about blood sugar levels. It's nothing gross. People probably don't want to hear about cysts on ovaries, but they're inside, you can't see them. Kind of makes sense that, to me, HS would go hand in hand with polycystic ovaries. Cysts being the overlying thing there. So, like Laura said, it is not, there's no real treatment, there's no real cure, there's management, and I have been lucky to manage all of my issues to a great degree, but, you know, bringing awareness and talking about them is best. Yeah. There you go. I love you all. I don't know what else to say. Laura did pick the next washcloth, and I will get to making it. I pre-grabbed the colors that I thought I needed, but I peeked, because the book was in here waiting for me to film, and I can put one of the colors back. I don't need one of the colors. So hooray! I love you all. I'm going to talk to you later. Bye-bye.